Hello, how are you? What are we looking at today?
It should be Mundo versus Ambessa.
Mm-hmm.
Actually got big rank up because I just started only playing DrMundo.
Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, we got a crab.
This is bad.
See him. I think it's just like, I mean, I'm not exactly a Mundo expert, but even if I've never played Mundo, it's as simple as you're losing, you're missing for like 40%. He's missing like 20%. Like he's just healthier than you, right? So I think if you want to
Yeah.
fight this, then I'd be like spamming assistance, help, and then hoping my teammate comes first. And then if you don't see them coming, then you just keep standing off, throwing Qs. You never really want to get in his range. Like Mundo just, it sounds funny. Mundo just plays the poke champion early a lot. So here you just
Yeah.
don't walk in auto range, don't walk in his Q range, and you'll just throw your Qs, pelt him, and keep kiting backwards, waiting for your team. And then worst case scenario, if your team never shows up, then you'll just cross your mid and go to top grab. But we're never like fighting, brawling this guy to the death, and you're kind of just after you miss your Q, you kind of walk into him. You miss your Q, it's fine. Just stay the fuck
Yeah.
away from him, right? And then wait for your next Q to come back up. And after that Q, actually, now you're actually 50% HP. So you just down. And even if you guys are full, I still don't know who wins. Probably him. But the fact that you're this low, it's not even going to be a question, right?
Yeah.
Um,
No,
so it's not really
I
a
didn't
tough
ping
game.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought my team was gonna move. I didn't ping at all though, so I can't get mad
I
that they didn't.
think if you ping them and it didn't come, then I think being mad makes sense, right? But yeah, otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
Full clear into dragon. Obviously, it always looks good.
Hmm.
Oh, attempt to full clear again.
Yeah, this champ's just like full clear simulator
Yeah, yeah.
until level 11. I feel like.
Full clear. Get the scrubs, which is fine. You take his raptors, perfect. Get scuttle. Now we go back to our top camps. Yeah, everything's normal. Top's pushing and half HP, so we look to gank him. Yeah, works out. Go back to our full clear. I mean, you get item, then go back full clear. Now play for dragon. They trade 1 for 1, so that's completely fine. Now play dragon. I think yeah, start keep poking. I mean, I see no reason why we wouldn't fight this. So yeah, stay in the range. Right when your Q comes back up, add Q again. You're like, it feels like you really don't want to fight, but I see no reason why fighting here would be bad, right? It's even numbers. It's three of you, three
Yeah.
of them. I mean, I'm not saying run in and keep fighting, but definitely should be danger pinging like this. Should be like walking up, getting vision of them, throwing Q. Like you should feel like you're strong, right? You're both one items. You're both same level. Um, so and obviously it's always better to walk it from down here than here because here you're face checking. Well,
Yeah.
if you just kept and held your position like here, where you're gonna perma wiggle here, when you're gonna keep holding like this type of range. Perfect range is this, or you could keep walking up and throw Q, and then if you miss or hit them, whatever, you'll just run away. And then obviously when you're here, you're not face checking when this is all open space. And then your Q
Yeah.
comes back up, you'll just keep doing it. You're gonna keep walking up Q, keep walking up Q. Think of this way: you have six camps, and you have nothing better to do. You could literally sit here for the next 40 seconds throwing Qs and just stopping them from doing dragon, right?
Hmm.
If you had your camp stuff, it would be different because like you actually have something better to do. So like being here is like kind of makes no sense, right? Um, but in this case, you could literally sit in this thing for the next 30 seconds and just spam Qs on them, and there's literally no downside, you know?
Yeah. I almost like want them to start dragon so that I
Yeah,
could just
exactly. Like exactly.
stand there and
You
just
would you would love that.
yeah.
Obviously, I prefer we were half our HP wouldn't be gone right now, but yeah. Okay, run in.
Yeah.
Q. Flash auto E, nice. So another Q. You should win this. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Yeah, nice.
I think honestly, like the game was
Nice
basically
solution.
over
Nice
from
solution.
this.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, this is great. The game's still pretty good. In 17 to 12, you guys are actually still down to kills technically. Well, this is really good. Nice. I mean, good. Full clear. After you full clear, you notice they're pushing, so you go punish them. He's on Herald. You go check his bot camps. His raptors are down. I don't think there's any point to come there. I think obviously at this point you know the Herald's gone because you literally see it on Vision 2K. You're not going to get there. Smite does 1.4, so you're not going to get there in the next 2 seconds, right? So I think at this point you just
Yeah.
base, right? You have 2,300 gold. The Herald's obviously gone. I think at this point the Dragon's spawning in 2 minutes. You just base here, and then you're going to play for the respawning. You're just going to play for the respawning Dragon in a minute from now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
This was just flip.
It's just not even flipping. Like if it was like 4K and you're coming to flip the Smite, that'd be one thing. But there is no, like, it's gone. Yeah, there's nothing to even flip, right?
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. Actually, it's just.
I mean, it goes well, but just barely. Like you almost died, and I'm pretty sure you have a
Yeah.
shutdown. So if you die here, it's really bad. So yeah, not completely unnecessary. And off the kill you got an extra one extra health crystal. You know what I mean? Like that gold didn't actually give you anything. You had them ends already before this fight, right?
Yeah. It doesn't do
So
anything
clear.
really.
Yes, clear down. Play for dragon. They fight as you're here. Grump. Play the start dragon on spawn. Watch this fight. That'd be like queuing them as they walk in. But you're over positioning. Like queuing them as walking in perfect. But like in what world are you behind your Heimerdinger? You're about to walk behind your Jin, you know? Like you should be like kind of like
Yeah.
holding hands with knowledge. Like now here, you're here, you guys like you're acting like a brick wall for your Heimer and your Jin, right? Um
Hmm.
I think holding your range and not walking in when you have when you're by yourself just playing Q range makes sense, but in a team fight like this, you are going back to like the tank role where I'm playing with my carries, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I know you can't stop Olaf because of his ult, but you could still like it's make it not at least make it not easy for him to just run through your team. Same with Ambessa, right?
Yeah. Instead of just walking back and letting the Heimer get fucked.
Yeah, exactly. Because you guys win this fight, but it's again ends up being really close. And
And the Kaiser wasn't there.
yeah, so if it was a bit if yes, I was thinking this fight would actually normally be losing if Kaisa came, right?
Yeah.
But then we could say if Kaisa came, then we'll say you now start playing it better, then you'd go back to winning it. But you get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good fight. You start Baron, and now the game's now you won the game basically for sure.
Yeah. I got better at the. You told me to make sure to ping. Like I should be Baron earlier, like after 20 minutes,
Hmm
and that was like I wouldn't have done that prior.
Yeah, I mean, but actually, I was watching this fight actually was closer than it should have been. I think you're probably ulting a bit too early. I feel like a lot of Mendo players they ult like at the like right when they're about to die or like at the very end, but you're like above half HP and you ulted, right? So you should probably hold it a bit
Yeah.
longer. Because now you see all this is all right now. Look at the test bar. You still have a quarter of your ult left and you're full HP, so it's just completely wasted HP. See?
Yeah. Another Claude.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, at this point, I think you're closing it out nicely. I think most of the problems is like from the just like pretty small stuff. I think I never mentioned it, but your Q accuracy was a bit uh what's it called? Your Q accuracy was a bit lower than it should have been.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're missing a little more Qs than you should, which is like when it comes to skill shots, I always tell people just like it sounds really simple, but it's true. A lot of times you hit more skill shots if you just put your Q over put your Q over the person character model, wait for your Q to light up, and then throw it, right? Like I can't see your mouse, but like because of the recording software, but you really want to have your mouse not near them, just on them, you know.
Hmm.
And then besides that, a lot of it was again the first dragon. You definitely shouldn't have won badly, right? You should be wanting to always hold vision of the enemies when you're playing a poke champion, so you don't have to face check them and you could keep your distance, especially as Mundo. Like you're always like nice 500, 600 range from people at all times, and then you're only walking up when your Q's back up, right? And your Q's down, you're just keeping basically max distance is keeping vision of them, but not letting them go out of vision, you know. And then just you're gonna
Yeah.
constantly chase them. You're like, you can't kill me because obviously I'm not one shotable, right? Um, but I'm gonna be in your face throwing Q's and being really really annoying. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Was that like tethering?
Yeah, tethering exactly. Um, yeah, and then what else? I think yeah, in team fight, just playing with your like you are a frontliner. You gotta be in front of your teammates. You can't just let your teammates figure it out. You know. Um, but that's honestly the biggest points. And I think your discipline on doing camps is good. You never really skip camps. Um, and yeah, the pathing was good. Any questions? Anything I didn't talk about this game you want to look at?
The one thing I had was like I almost always on Mundo I feel like try to pull first dragon with double smite up like
Mm-hmm.
before upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in or am I just getting away with
No,
like
no,
am I
it's
getting away with like murder or is that
no, no. I mean, it's one of the things again. Like here, like you're not gonna pull if you see the enemy jungle is bot side as well, or your bot has no prio, then you
yeah
won't do it, right? But if you finish your clear right now with double smite and you have bot prio and the enemy jungle isn't here, then why not do it, right? You know he cleared
yeah
upwards this game.
yeah
If he cleared downwards or your bot doesn't have prio, then I assume you if you're then you still try to force it, then it is bad, then it's flipping. But if you're doing it off
hmm
of like, okay, I have mid prio and bot prio and I have two smites, why would you not pull it? It makes complete sense to me, right?
okay good I was just